So here we are. Today's date is Friday the 13th, 2024. So let's do a fun read. Have you ever heard something so crazy that you just kind of wanted to go see for yourself? Me too. hmm So this is Springfield, Ohio. That was so poignantly mentioned. Wait, let me do the disclaimer. Under Section 107 of the Copyright Act in 1976, allowance is made for the fair use for the purpose such as criticism, commentary, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, and/or research. Fair use is a use that is permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Get that out of the way. All right. So what everybody want to know is, are people pets getting eaten? All right. It just exploded. Springfield woman claims she never meant to spark false rumors about Haitians. Oh, she's talking. Damn it.
Inflation cooled again in August with overall prices.
No, this is not what I was Go back. NBC, you know.
The debate pushing a baseless claim about Haitian immigrants in Ohio. Today in the city, at the center of it all, a rash of bomb threats. Our Yamiche El-Sindor is there. Yamiche, good evening.
Good evening. That's right. Today here in Springfield, bomb threats led authorities to evacuate City Hall and a number of other buildings, including an elementary school. Officials say they are working with the FBI to investigate. It's not clear who made the threats or whether they were connected to the baseless claims about Haitian immigrants abusing pets. White House Press Secretary Karine Jean-Pierre called the unfounded allegations, quote, very bizarre and very hateful smear. Meanwhile, some residents were so concerned with the tension that they kept their children home from school. Lester?
All right.
Really?
News for the generation of now is NBC
There
News
has
Now.
to be, wait, let me get out.
U.S.
There has to be, let's go look and see. So, the Rocking Horse Community Center. Let's see. Zipcode. Why are you up here right now? Okay, zip code 45505. All right, so that's the zip code we want to go to. Now I want to get a right here. And John Legend says nobody's eating dogs and cats. Okay. Let's go look just quickly. Trump uses harsher rhetoric to describe Haitians in Ohio. That's today on Friday. Yep, that's today. Former President Donald Trump uses increasingly harsh rhetoric Friday in describing Haitian migrants in Ohio, saying they're destroying their way of life and threatened mass deportations. He made his comments as some of his allies, including his running mate, J.D. Vance, has claimed that the Haitian migrants in Springfield are eating cats and dogs, sparking a backlash. All right. I would like to hear from one of the actual people that live there and not just talking heads. This is hilarious, though, that it's all of that. Fact check, no evidence of Haitian migrants stealing and eating pets in Ohio. Ohio presidents are warning their pets and wildlife, and ducks and geese are being... Okay, you know what? Enough. Okay, so here we have an actual Springfield resident.
Working at a nuclear plant is safer than working at a grocery store.
Nuclear is also the largest source of clean energy in America.
Skip the thing.
When the Biden-Harris administration rolled out the red carpet for millions of migrants, they didn't just ship them to Texas and New York. Thousands were deposited into small towns across the country, like Springfield, Ohio, that had a population of 60,000, until Kamala imported 15,000 Haitians who know nothing about our culture and come from the poorest country in the Western Hemisphere. Violent crime skyrocketed 142%. Car accidents spiked. A migrant in a minivan smashed into a school bus, injuring 20 and killing an 11-year-old boy. Trash started piling up in the streets. The town changed overnight.
This issue is not a Republican or Democratic issue. This is an American issue. This is an Ohio issue, and this is a Springfield issue.
Schools are overcrowded. Our education system has went in the trash. Housing is another issue. The overcrowding in housing, my son had to give me his house and move to another house because I can't find housing.
What?
Is there a cutoff point that, I mean, for
It
the
looks to me like
population
you
here?
can't
Or, I
find
mean,
housing.
I feel like there should be a no vacancy sign up right now, and people are still coming in.
There's even rumors that people's pets have gone missing.
What they have done to our country by allowing these millions and millions of people to come into our country, and look at what's happening to the towns all over the United States. And a lot of towns don't want to talk. It's not going to be Aurora or Springfield. A lot of towns don't want to talk about it because they're so embarrassed by it. In Springfield, they're eating the dogs, the people that came in. They're eating the cats. They're eating,
allegedly.
They're eating the pets of the people that live there.
ABC says there's no evidence people's pets were eaten, but people are calling the cops, reporting Haitians are eating their geese.
I see a group of Haitian people. There was about 4 of them. They all had geese in their hand.
How many geese did they have?
They each had 1.
Now, the media won't play you that 911 call. The media won't investigate the story at all. Because if they did, they'd have to report on the dangerous migrant payload Kamala unleashed on Springfield.
It's like living in a dystopian nightmare. You hope you wake up and it's 2019 again, and then you realize it's 2024, and it's the same thing over and over again, day after day. What's happening is a disruption of the smaller neighborhoods, and it has never been a race issue. It's about color. It's not about color. It's about culture. Your once close-knit community has now been changed, and there are people in your neighborhood that you don't know, that don't speak your language, that live a different lifestyle from you, and it's going to cause some tension.
The people of Springfield are begging for help, and help's on the way, just not for them.
I don't know of a single homeless Haitian in this town because they all got vouchers. But I can show you a whole bunch of people that have been displaced because I'm that guy. Rob, you know, for 25 years, I've worked with the homeless in this community.
Ohio Governor Mike DeWine announced he's sending more resources to the migrants to help them learn English, learn how to drive, and get vaccinated. Is Mike DeWine putting America first? Remember when DeSantis sent 50 migrants to Martha's Vineyard?
Like,
Democrats called the national...
I get it. Okay. So, what I want to do is go over here on Google Maps. And let's pull it up. Springfield, Ohio. Alright, it's like a pretty regular place, I suppose. Let's see what the houses look like. Right, get out in there. Right, I want to be in the zip code of 4550 45505. Why did that put us in the water? I don't want to be in the water. Go back to... Go 4502. Go to this one. And that's just generic. Alright, I'll take it. It's not in the water. Let's go. Northern Liberties. How do you get on, like, on the street? All right. Okay, go up. Whitenburg Avenue, Washington Street. Ohio Valley Imaging Center, Medical Diagnostics. All right. You like this zip code 45502? I just want to see what the zip code 455023. Like, this probably gonna get cut out the video. I always say that, and sometimes it be in the video, sometimes it be cut out. All right, postal code. Where are we at? 45503. 45503. Ridgewood. Blue Creek State Park. North Ridge. Tremont City. Lawrenceville. All right. That's all right, I think this is the zip code we're going to use. So we're going to use that. Where my pen at? How many pens? I have quite a bit of pens, so I'll be losing them. All right. So we'll go to 455. This pen right? 45503. I would really like to get a street. I would really, really like to have a street address. But you got to be careful when you have street addresses because they are focused on that one place. Okay, so we have neighborhoods called Tremont City, Lawrenceville, and Northridge. I'm going to write those down. Lawrenceville, Tremont City, and Northridge. Okay, Blue Creek State Park. The Buck Creek State Park and the surrounding areas. Buck Creek State Park. State Park. All right. So go little. All right, so I'm thinking of we're going to go to Springfield, Ohio, Springfield, Ohio, 45503. We're in Lawrenceville, Tremont City, Northridge, and the areas surrounding Buck Creek State Park. We also want to be around and near the Rockin' Horse Community Health Center. And they said it started 3 years ago. I know. Since today is Friday the 13th, we can do the time from, it's Friday the 13th right now, right? So the time before, or the time in between this Friday the 13th and the last Friday the 13th. Let's see. When was the last time it was a Friday the 13th? All right, that's not even that, wait. Okay. It's only 2 Friday the 13th in each year. This year is September the 13th and December the 13th. So what I want to know is, what days was Friday the 13th in 2023? Ah, right. October the 13th, 2023. All right, so we're going to be between the dates of October the 13th of 23 and September the 13th of 24. How many months is that? October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September. It's 11 months. It's an 11-month window. All right, that's it. 11 months. All right. Lord, let's be clear. The zip code is 45503. We're between the dates of October the 13th of 2023 and September the 13th of 2024. It's an 11-month window. We're in the neighborhood of Lawrenceville, Tremont City, Northridge, and the Buck Creek State Park and the surrounding areas. We're also interested in the activities of the Rockin' Horse Community Health Center. Don't worry, I'm going to keep reminding you where we're at. Okay, so I guess we're going to bring Spirit in now. And if you just listen to me make that whole little window thing, you should just like the video just because. All right, and I got all of these ready. We're going to start out with the Early Man's Tarot. I left them. Hold on, I gotta go get them. All right, so I'm gonna stop it, then I'm gonna come back. See. Hello, I'm Cleopatra Wallace, and this video is all about Springfield, Ohio. So, as you know, Springfield got its notoriety just a few days ago when it was mentioned at the presidential debate. So, you already know what was said, and we're going to go look around. You know, if we don't see anything, we'll leave. If we see something, we're going to stay and poke around. So let's start out with the Early Man's Tarot. So holy angels, spirit guides, and ancestors, gather around because I want to go to zip code 5503, and I want to be there between the dates of October the 13th, 2023, and today, September the 13th of 2024. It's an 11-month window. Now, when you get to Springfield, you may notice that there are a lot of extra people. It is reported that in the last 4 years, 15,000 Haitians have moved to Springfield. So I'm imagining it's a very crowded place right now. So we're interested in the activities and the energy in and around the Lawrenceville neighborhood, the Tremont City neighborhood, the Northridge neighborhood, in the area in and around Buck Creek State Park. We're in the zip code of 45503. We're there between the dates of October the 13th. All right. We got 2 people or 2 cards. I like to start with 4 or more. If the cards fall to the ground, well, to the floor, I'm only going to read the ones that fall face down. And if too many come out, I'm going to take the top and the bottom. And if a card comes out in reverse, I'm just going to turn it around. All right. So, like I was saying, there are now 15,000 extra people in these neighborhoods. So I want to know, what's the energy like in the stores, in the schools, in the hospitals, in the 45503 zip code? And we're between the dates of October the 13th to, we got another one. October the 13th, 2023, and September the 13th, today, 20. All right, we got 4. What else we got? All right. The first card is the Knight of Rings. All right. So Spirit's is saying there is a rather skinny male, you know. I don't know Haitian's body type or anything like that, but they're directing me that the you see this knife right here? It's like a machete or like some kind of like, I don't know, is there a knife bigger than a machete? What's the one that you be cutting weeds and stuff down with in the jungle? I don't know. That might be a machete. But Spirit says one, you know, the knife is almost as big as him. Huh. Let's see where this person is at. Well, we know where they're at. Let's see what their energy is. Or who they are. All right, Spirit. We're in Springfield, Ohio. Zip code 45503. We are in and around Lawrenceville, Tremont City, Northridge, Buck Creek State Park, and surrounding areas. We're also interested in the events at the Rocking Horse Community Health Center. We're between the dates of October the 13th, 2023, and today, September the 13th, 2024. It's an 11-month window. What can you tell me about the person with the weapon, with the really big knife? Straight to the point. So the Fool. Is it backwards? Let me see. Yeah, that's better. Okay. Oh, he says the dog is skeleton too. I know y'all not turning this into an ASPCA commercial. Why are you showing me the dog? All right, you see that the dog is skinny too and don't have nothing to eat either. It's like the thing when you see homeless people with pets. It's like, why would you do that to that animal? Like, why? All right, let's try to get a little bit more clarity. Because it is the energy of people. This is the Knight of Rings and the Fool. Those are people. All right, Spirit. We're in a zip code of 45503. It seems to be like somebody possibly just hanging out with a dog and they have a knife on them. What can you tell me about the area that they are in? And are they migrants or are they just the regular American people that live in Ohio? All right, let's see. These is the regular people that live in Ohio. These aren't the migrants. So the regular people that live there are like armed. They have armed themselves. And their pets aren't being eaten, but they are hungry. They need some little more meat on their bones. I guess that was the point of this read, right? We'll go over there and see what was up with pets. I think it's interesting that the people, the regular people of Springfield, have decided to arm themselves with big knives. I love a big knife. Oh. All right, let's move on. Another skeleton. Now we have the high priestess. And this is the Alimen's Tarot, so this is not the same deck. The back of both of them kind of had the same color scheme, but they're different decks. All right. So we already got this figured out, though. This is a regular person from Ohio with a knife, and they're scared. And the dog is skinny. Who is this? This is I guess I did say I was interested in the events going on at that Rocking Horse Community Health Center, because this right here is an actual nun or somebody that works like Catholic charities. You know those like if your house get burnt out, and like the Red Cross come. And up here in New York, like if something like really fucked up happens, they tell you go to like the Catholic charities. And sometimes it'd be like nuns in there, and they're like nurses and all kind of stuff. So this is of course it's a female, but this is some sort of a official person, just because they're not a migrant. They're somebody that works in the hospital or in the shelter or up at the school. Let's see what she thinks. All right. It's so thirsty. Okay. All right, Spirit, as we are in the zip code of 45503, we're between the dates of October the 13th of 2023 and September the 13th. Oh. I didn't get to finish the question, but let's see what this says. Well, this is interesting. because it's kind of like showing me the behind the scenes a little. Okay. So we all see the man with the coins juggling, right? Right. But there is like a little ship, a boat right here, but then like there's this bigger boat that's leaving. And I'm guessing that he either sold a bunch of stuff and got the money, or he somehow this boat coming has put money in his pocket. And this is given the energy of like in a city official or something like that. Like 15,000 Haitians don't just show up on your doorstep without somewhere there was a grant or, something like that. Don't they say you never got to pay grants back? I don't know. But this city officials, they got money for whatever was on there, which we now know to be migrants, because you can't get from Haiti to here without a boat or a plane. So this city official is hooked in with the Catholic charities and stuff. They're supposed to be working together. All right. Thank you, Spirit. Since we got them here, let's ask them some questions. And to do that, we're going to use the spider deck, which is kind of interesting because in my mind, these people in this card, they kind of remind me of the Haitians because they're all really dark-skinned. Not to say that all Haitians are dark-skinned. Moving on. We are in the zip code of 45503. We're between the dates of October the 13th of 2023 and September the 13th of 2024. We are in and around the Lawrenceville neighborhood, the Tremont City neighborhood, the North Ridge neighborhood, the Buck Creek State Park, and surrounding areas. We're also very interested about what goes on at the Rocking Horse Community Health Care Center. Now, as it is, you've shown me somebody working with the schools and the hospitals and somebody working with the city. Almost. See? A good meeting. See what I'm saying? It's them. Like, they with it. It might not look like they was with that shit, but why am I cussing? They were with it. Okay? They was happy. So what I wanted to know was what was their attitudes toward the actual people, not the situation. Because, the people in the situation are two different things. All right. Spirit, as we are in the zip code of 45503, we are wanting to know the attitudes. That's too many. We are wanting to know the attitudes of the city officials and the charity people towards the migrants, towards the Haitian migrants. What is their energy like towards them? How do they feel about them? All right. 2 cards. Oh, shit. Caution needed. They feel like the people are very dangerous, possibly. And over concern, which means everybody's exaggerating, but they do still feel like, we got to deal with these people a certain type of way. But the city officials in the church, they're just overreacting. Nothing's going on. We're just all here chilling. Well, if y'all just all here chilling, why do you feel like you need caution? Why are the original people that lived there walking around with big knives and stuff? and barely can feed their pets. Like, what's up with that? All right. That's their business. Let's go on to the next card. We still have two. Why does y'all know what? Almost every card for this read is a skeleton. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the fourth skeleton. And it's spooky season, but no, I have a lot of other cards that can come out here besides a bunch of skeletons. Just stay for a good time, not a long time. Well, unfortunately, these people are they're there. Like, you see this arrow of like go that way? Like, the good time is over. Go that way. Go that way to where? So within the zip code, they are wanting these people, these skeleton people, for lack of a better description right now, because they keep coming out skeletons. They want them to move on and go someplace else. Well, it looks like they've set up roots. All right. Well, let's ask a question. Let's ask, where do they want them to go? Spirit, as we would have it, in the zip code of 45503, we're in Springfield, Ohio. We're in the neighborhoods of Lawrenceville, Tremont City, Northridge, Buck Creek State Park and the surrounding areas, in the Rockin' Horse Community Center. What is this? All right. We had 3 cards that came out. What the hell? Really? Okay. Yeah, this is gonna be a let me see, how can I explain this? We asked, where do you want them to go, right? This character here, like, to me, this character reminds me of like one of those statues that are over in like Iraq and stuff, in the museums that show the Anunnaki, or like Nimrod and them, that type of thing. They are suggesting that the people somehow go back to the East. That's just what they're saying, the East. The East. There's a lot of East. There's Southeast Asia. There's the Middle East. Well, I tell you what, they better be careful what they say, because Ohio is in the Northeast. All right. Next card. This card here is the 6 of Pentacles. And these pearl things, like, you can actually like follow them, like how they come out and go up and come out, and they like, it's 2 that come out on the end, because there's 2 that go in. They're like a little I guess you can call them channels. This here is the, like, okay. I said I got like 15,000 extra people. And if these are all like other places, these are like 6 other places. So you gotta feel like, how come you can't give the other cities, like give each city like 4,000 migrants or something? Spread them out. Why are they all here? That's what this card. And remember, these cards here came out on the where do you want them to go? So there are some that want them to go back to the east. There are some people that want them to go to other neighboring towns and states. And the last card on where do you want them to go is this is actually the Hierophant card. Even though it's like a woman putting a crown or something on a man, it's an official person. This is almost like this official person is giving me the same energy as the Catholic charity lady. I guess they want the Catholic Church to find someplace else. Whew. This is stressful. This is stressful. It's stressing me out. I'm even talking about it for what? 20 minutes? I'm glad we on the last card because this is stressful, y'all. The last card is the 3 of Swords. Now, last time we had this card, somebody was so mad they wanted to pluck their own eyes out. This is some sort of a violent. This is a violent episode. This is a lot. Let's clarify this. All right, and to do that, let's go back to the beauty of horror. All right, Spirit, as we are in Springfield, Ohio, zip code 45503, we are between the dates of October the 13th, 2023, and September the 13th, 2024. We're in the Lawrenceville neighborhood, the Tremont City neighborhood, the Northridge neighborhood, the Buck Creek State Park and surrounding areas. And we're also interested in what goes on at the Rockin' Horse Community Health Center. Now, as we are there, you've shown me a rather violent episode. What can you tell me about this violent episode? And who was involved? Oh. All right, came out kind of quick. Yeah, this is, look. What came out as the Knight of Swords. But he's missing his head. It's like somebody had their throat cut. I don't know who this is, who this person is. But like, okay, like you see this card came out first, right? And it has like the 2 knives up here. But I had never noticed before. What I did notice now is this is a knife down here directed at his neck area. So in this car, it's just the head. And when I clarify it, it's just a body. It's like this is a head that came off of his body. Let's ask a question. Man, we hear, we see. I mean, what did he do to make them niggas that mad? You want to talk about it? All right. I want a whole nother deck now that we done went down this lane. Yeah. Yep. So now I got the Edgar Allan Poe deck. Yeah, this was so unexpected. This made me thirsty. Let's see. All right, Spirit. You've shown me something rather curious. As we are in the zip code of 45503, we're between the dates of October the 13th, 2023, and September the 13th, 2024. It's an 11-month long window. You show me a person who has curiously lost their head, as it would be. They're flipping, but they're not falling. In a very curious attack. It's like they had their throat slit and they were almost decapitated, or nearly was decapitated. Why are you showing me this? And who is this person? Who is the person that was brutally slain in the zip code of 45503 between October 13th? All right. What is this? The Wheel of Fortune. There are no people on here, though. The only thing that they're pointing out that I'm seeing, even of this card as of any remote interest to me, is there's a compass on the back of this card. The light is never right. There. That's a compass. So, maybe the person who had their throat slit was like some sort of I'm hearing like a director. Like, because that's what you get from a compass, right? It tells you which direction to go to. It's like a direction, a director. Huh. Well, I hope his family found peace. This has been very interesting indeed. It has. I think these two people have some explaining to do. Why did y'all allow all them people to come to the town knowing damn well you ain't have nowhere for them to go? Why? All right. If you found this video interesting, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, because who knows what's going to happen next. Bye.